Hi guys, welcome back. It's Sunny, your host at MVP Channel 6, where I share stories and tips. And this channel is designed to help you become the MVP of your own life, where you're living a life with more purpose and less stress. So today we're going to be diving into the topic that affects every single one of us, and that's how to become an amazing partner, whether you're single or married. So let's jump right in. There's four segments, and the first segment is going to be the foundation, where love starts. And because or before we talk about being an amazing partner, let's start with the most important relationship of them all. Outside of God, where did you imagine that would be? That is going to be you. Ding, 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 ding. That's going to be you guys. You have to make sure that you fall in love with you. Here's the truth. You can't pour from an empty cup. So if you don't love, respect, or take care of yourself, how can you expect to bring out the best of yourself into a relationship, right? How can you be the best you in a relationship if you don't know who the best you is, right? And so for segment two, if you're single, you want to start preparing to be in a healthy relationship. So many people think that being single is just a phase, like a waiting phase before the relationship. But in actuality, it's a growth phase. Instead of being lonely or feeling lonely, set some time out to become the person that you want to date. Fall in love with you. Become the best person that you want to be so that you'll identify what it is that you love and don't love, or what it is that you hold dear to your heart, or you feel like is, wait a minute, you have to teach people how to love yourself. So that phase of being single is you identifying and getting to know who you are so that you can have a healthy relationship. Um, how can I say this? There's a lot of red talk pills about the appetites of things, and if you don't practice them while you're single, then you're gonna go into the relationship with those same appetites. So you want to be preparing your table for who you plan to be as a committed relationship or marriage or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. You want to start creating that dynamic as a single person. So that's why we call it a growth phase. So here's some tips on being an amazing future partner while you're single. Work on your communication skills. Learn to express yourself clearly and listen actively. Don't listen just to respond. Listen to hear what your partner is actually trying to share with you. And you can start that in any relationship. Now, we're talking about romantic relationships today, so I won't get off topic. But when you are being single, the relationships that you have, you want to start listening to the people that are in your circle so you can understand what you're letting into your circle and how to listen with intent to understand and not just to respond. The next thing is going to be to set and uphold boundaries. Keep what you will or won't tolerate in the relationship, or know what you will and will not tolerate. So when you when I was going on my love walk, I noticed, of course, that I was the common denominator because, you're dating all these different people or whatever. You're dating with intent, I should say. And there was always this situation where I had this standard, and that standard I needed to uphold. And I didn't clearly understand that in the beginning of the relationship. So the relationships would be with different people, and I would be like, okay, well, what's going on? But it was the standard that I needed to uphold. And whatever that is for you, it's a pattern. You'll see it. You'll continue to see the same thing. So that's one of the things that you want to dive into, to learn how to uphold it so that you can be the best person for you. You have to teach people how to love you, but you have to know how you want to be loved. The next thing you're going to do is heal your past wounds. Please don't bring unresolved trauma into your next relationship. Here's the skinny, you guys. If when you're dating somebody and they're saying, oh, well, what was your last relationship like? If you had kind of a hard time with the last relationship or whatever, be good or bad, the answer is always, oh, we were going in different directions. Don't give somebody the playbook on how to manipulate or abuse you. Even if it was a good relationship or a bad relationship, don't give somebody the tips and tools on how that your bad relationship allowed them or will allow somebody new to take advantage of you. That is something that you have to definitely think about, and let the past be the past and step into your future as a whole person and just work on the building. The next thing would be to pursue your goals and passions. A fulfilled person attracts a quality person. And I don't know if you watch a lot of these red pill videos, or not even just red pill, just the videos about relationships. And men will continue to say, how that woman's energy is, how she presents herself is the most attractive thing. And a confident woman, a woman that loves who she is and how she presents herself to the world, is what is most attractive. So if you feel like you're a quality person, that is what is going to attract the person that you want to have in your life. Remember, love is not finding the right person, it's about becoming the right person. So, we're going to step into segment 3. And if you're in a relationship or married, how to keep growing together. Now, let's talk about those who are in relationships or married, because being an amazing partner is not about being perfect. It's about putting in the effort. And I'm telling you, this is so, so true. It's not about being perfect. It's about putting in the effort. Because who you are when you're in your growth stage is who you become in the marriage. So make sure you're always thinking about the development or becoming a better person. It never ends, you guys. Practical ways of how to be a great partner. So you want to communicate openly and often. Don't expect your partner to be able to read your mind. You want to express your needs, your concerns, and your appreciation. I think that sometimes, and I'm speaking because I'm a woman, that women have a tendency to find out what that man loves and wants, and then we kind of morph into that. But it's super important, and when you're in a committed relationship or a marriage, that so you don't find yourself looking for yourself. Like, I used to be, that you express who you are up front, openly, and kindly. If you are angry or frustrated, think about it before you go to your partner. Think about how you want to say it, and then you express yourself. But first, figure out for yourself before you just start blurting things out. You want to be considerate of how you speak to your partner. The next thing is going to be listen with intention, and we already went over that. You need to listen with intention, meaning people listen to respond, not to understand. Make your partner feel heard. So if your partner is telling you something really important, especially women, a lot of times men are telling us stuff and we're not listening. We are not listening. And you have to be able to listen to that partner. Or if you are listening, you're trying to figure out, like I stated earlier, how to use it to your advantage. And you don't want to do that. Men will be men. And if you don't open up a space that's safe for them to speak freely, then they won't speak at all. And then you'll find yourself pulling and tugging, trying to get this or that from them and feeling like you're in a relationship by yourself. So I definitely encourage you to learn, tune into your listening ear. What is that saying? It says, God gave you one mouth and two ears. So with that, practice kindness daily. Small gestures matter. A thoughtful text, a surprise date, a heartfelt compliment can strengthen your bond. I love when my husband just comes by and say, "Hey, fine girl," and just shares, a little compliment, or again, come downstairs and the kitchen's already cleaned, or the house is clean when I return from work, or on the weekend or something like that. I think that is just so considerate, and I love that. Or he's gonna pack up the groceries for me, and I do the same thing. I know what he likes to eat, what he doesn't like to eat, and it's always ready for to go. So it's a give and take, and paying attention to what the person likes versus just thinking about what you like, right? So kind gestures daily become a habit, become a routine, and it just strengthens the relationship. Now, respect your partners individually is the next step. You're a team, but you are still two individuals with personal dreams and goals. So support each other. Um, Ladies, sometimes we have a lot going on and we love to talk and so on and so forth. I'm only speaking to ladies because I'm a lady. And we want to share all of the little extra stuff that be going on at work, and this and that one and this one did that. I really don't share those little things with my husband because I feel like it's a level of respect that I want to provide for him. He's an individual, he's not a big talker. So, with that, I just respect the fact that uh, it doesn't need to be. Find another outlet is basically what I'm saying. But when you're doing something, when you are doing something with your husband, or if he's telling you something, learn how to be respectful. Don't fly off the handle. Calm down. It's not that serious, and just listen. And if you don't agree, be like, okay, baby, walk away until you can. Like, figure out how to respect your partner, because I'll say this. Um, I always consider how it would make me feel if it was him doing something to me. Um, like, just be respectful. We were in the grocery store together, and I go to the grocery store all the time, but he doesn't. And so, long story short, I was speaking to all of these people, and the a lot of them were guys, and I was, hey, how you doing? This, that, and the other, blah blah blah. And I tapped one guy on his shoulder, and I was like, when I came home, I was like, oh my God, if he tapped another woman on her shoulder, then I would be like, okay, hello, hello. So just think about, that's why I want to give you guys an example. Just think about how you want to be respected and how it will make the other person feel. Okay, that was my little soapbox. Handle conflict maturely. Disagreements are normal. Focus on resolving the issues and not winning the issues. Um, hey, for me, the best way that works is to just, if you really upset about it, leave it out. Like, until you can learn or find the words to say things in a mature and calm manner, just wait. That's the best advice I can give you for handling mature. If you are hot-headed and angry about the topic right now, I would advise that you leave it out, or do something like, we have a disagreement, let's play a game of chess, and whoever wins can settle this argument. It's an option. At the end of the day, the happiest relationships are built on true friendship, respect, and continuous effort. It does not die. You will be doing this. You have to die to yourself every day. You'll be doing this to make sure that in a relationship, in a marriage, that you are putting forth the best effort to be the best person that you can be, and also to be the best person to your spouse, right? Now, segment 4 is common mistakes that ruin relationships. So let's start with, even with the best intentions, we sometimes make mistakes that can hurt our relationships. Here are a few common things to avoid. Taking your partner for granted. You need to be appreciative. When that kitchen is clean and I come down and say, "Oh, babe, thank you so much," and maybe I'll do something extra for him or something like that. But once they're taking something off your plate, maybe you take something off their plate or give them an extra compliment or however that works for your relationship. But do not take that person for granted. Avoid difficult conversations. Unresolved issues build resentment. If you are holding something that's really got you frustrated, again, hold it until you can talk about it in a mature manner, or find a mentor, somebody that's been married for a long time that has your best interest, that you can speak. Don't tell all your business, but tell the situation, and maybe you can get some resolution or learn how to approach the situation so that you won't be feeling like you're being taken for granted, and you're also getting out the resolution to, or getting the resolution to, how to resolve that difficult situation. Lack of growth. If you stop growing as a person and the relationship becomes stagnant, then that will cause wandering eyes. And I'm going to just leave it at that. And then over dependence on your partner for happiness. That will take you back to being single and learning how to be a quality person for yourself. I cannot tell you how often I like to just sit in my room and play puzzles and laugh and watch TV and do whatever project I'm working on by myself, for myself. And because I'm happy and content being by myself, then it's like a reset. And then when you go to your spouse, you're happy, they're happy that you're happy, and vice versa. When they're in their special place, leave people alone. You don't have to be over dependent about expecting somebody to make you happy, because that is a hard task if you don't know how to make yourself happy. How on earth can somebody else make you happy? Now, the Bible verse for today is going to be Ephesians 2:10, for we are God's handiwork and we are created in Christ Jesus. So because we are all unique in our own way, I just have to say, you have to first put forth, or just recognize or acknowledge that God is first and foremost, and He will help you on your journey, regardless if you're single or married. So with that being said, you guys, whether you're single or married, being an amazing partner starts with you. Work on yourself, your communication, and how to fall in love with you so that you'll be a lovable partner. Now, I'd like to hear from you guys. What are some of the things that you believe make you a great partner? Or what are some of the tips that I shared today that you feel like were awesome to you? Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. You guys, we're definitely trying to build this channel, positivity, and just sharing with you the life hacks, again, to make you the MVP of your own life. Thank you for taking this time out with me, Sunny, MVP Channel 6. The stories and tips have been shared, and keep on loving you. All right, you guys, take care.